Hello everyone, let's get straight to business. You're probably clicking on this video because you're having this issue. The nozzle is very sluggish to return with the bolt to the rear of the gun. And that issue is a nozzle return spring. We're going to dig into this and replace it, and I'll talk about replacements later in the video. So let's go ahead and take it apart. I'm going to press that in. I'm going to use a little bit of assistance because I've got big fingers. Take that down. Take this out. Bolt carrier group. Put that back together, put it to the side. And now let's get straight to business. Go ahead, start with the arm for the charging handle. And now we're going to follow up with the nozzle guide. Slow it down. Now we're going to get this pin here out. I don't recommend using this. This was already broken, but this was a Torx head. But again, this was already broken, so I don't recommend doing that. Just get an actual punch. Nope. Put that on something magnetic so we don't lose it. Now we're going to take out that nozzle to reveal this nozzle spring. Well, not quite yet. Let's go ahead and get the other retaining pin out. So the reason your nozzle is getting stuck is because the stock nozzle return spring is far too loose. Doesn't have a lot of tension behind it. So what I did, as you probably looking at, is this spring assortment right here from Harbor Freight Tools. I'll get into this later, but the spring out of here was this one right there. But as you can probably tell, it's a tad bit too short. Actually, you can get a better look at it right here. It's a tad bit too short, so I had to stretch it to length. Now, admittedly, I stretched it a little bit too far because I was a little bit too excited to get this thing fixed, but this didn't change anything. It being that slightest bit too far, too long, couldn't think of the word, but this didn't change anything except for the gun actually fires now. So let's go and get to that. I'm gonna be careful so I don't move the spring as I'm putting this in. That's on there, and like this is me with like putting minimal pull on it, and that thing is again minimal pull on the stock one. So that is the big difference. And then for this end piece, you can see that right there. You can see that it's a little bit jutted to the right, or whatever orientation you're looking at it at. As long as you like get like pliers or something to like angle it a little bit, it'll slide into that little notch down there. You cannot see that, but it'll slide down. Trust me. Yep, right down there. Go ahead and put this retaining pin back in there. I don't recommend doing this either, but I mean, it gets the job done. Make sure that's actually on there. Let's go ahead and get that nozzle guide back in there. Let's see. Make sure it's actually guiding the nozzle. Make sure this screw isn't too far down. No, we are good as gold on there. Put the arm for the charging handle back on. And that is your bolt carrier group. Go ahead and grab the rifle again. A little bit of assistance on this pin. Slide that right back in there. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at this. it's not staying forward at all whenever I charge this. Alright, cycled that one, cycled that one, cycled that one, cycle, 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 and my bolt catch doesn't work. But that is the fix. I initially ordered off of 6mm.com because it's reputable among my friends and also in the community, but ended up taking too long. I wanted to get this thing on the field as soon as possible, so I looked at E-Vike. E-Vike had their spring for $12, but shipping was $81 extra. I didn't want to pay that, so I thought maybe I should just go to Angry Gun themselves. I went to Angry Gun. Their shipping was $191. Of course I'm not paying that for a spring, so out of options, I just went with Harbor Freight, which was a recommendation from my one of my buddies. Turns out they had every single spring that I could possibly need for gas blowback or just springs in general for airsoft. And for that price, I mean, what more can you ask for? But I really wanted to make this video to inform people, because all I've seen was Reddit posts saying what the issue is, but not an actual video demonstration of what it could be. So I wanted to make this video as soon as possible. Like, it's currently 2:31 in the morning, but I wanted to make this video as soon as possible to inform people, just in case they've been having this issue, because I haven't seen anything online when I ordered this gun. But yeah, I really hope this video helps. Just know that not everything in airsoft requires airsoft parts. This is just out of a hardware store, so do with that what you will. And again, hope this helped. Thanks for watching. All right, Dylan. First off, thank you. I went to Harbor Freight and got that spring set, and all I had to do was, the spring was a little bit smaller. All I did was stretch it out a little bit, and she is running now. Still need to get a boat lock, but she's good now.